Welcome in to Skyridge High School for Game Night Live Rewind, as we've got a Region 4 special coming up for you here today as the #1 undefeated Lone Peak Knights come to take on the Skyridge Falcons. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Excited to bring you this top 5 battle in the 6A classification and in Region 4 for you here this evening. Lone Peak 15-0 on the year, 6-0 in region play. They defeated Skyridge earlier this season, 43-35. It was a game that they scored much less than they've been accustomed to this year, but the Knights still found a way. You look at this roster for Coach Warner, they got one of the best juniors in the state, Kaylee Woolston, 21 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, the 5'11 junior. Also over 90% from the free throw line. She can score in a lot of different ways. She can shoot the three, she can drive at the line. She does everything. But then you got a lot of players around her. Nordstrom, Ika, Nawahine, they all average 9+ per game. And then you even have some size. Kaylee Rich, Sarah Bartholomew, the pair of posts, both sophomores for this Lone Peak roster. They make things really, really difficult for other teams. And look, if there's a team that can try to mix them up in this region, it might be this Skyridge team. They come in 11-6 overall, 4-2 in region play, coming off a 31-26 win over Westlake. That was a game that they just never let Westlake get in the flow. They did a great job in the block of really eliminating some of their posts, and that all starts with KJ Gottberg, the 6'1 senior post. If she can be strong in the block against Bartholomew and Rich and kind of force things outside, then it's up to the rest of that Skyridge lineup to do what they do with some of the pressure and defense that we've seen locked in from this Falcon lineup at times. Cambry Blackham, 5'6", sophomore guard, 14 points per game. She kind of leads the way for this Skyridge team, a familiar name for Falcon faithful. And then you look at Tegan Gray, Danya Perkins, KJ Gottberg, we talked about her, Bella Sika, just a freshman. There's a lot of pieces that all contribute here for Coach Nielsen in her second year here at Skyridge. This is a roster with a lot of talent, but can they all put together here as they try to hand Lone Peak the first loss of the year for the Knights? It's the Falcons and the Knights ready to tip here from Skyridge High School, as that tip going the way of Skyridge. The Falcons in the white uniforms and Lone Peak in the road black, because we've got an early stoppage here. And the dual possession will give it to the Knights here. I want to let you know the clock you see on your screen, that is unofficial. We will do our best to keep that as closely synchronized with the official clock here in the gym. You might see it start early, start it late. That is all to keep that oriented. Here is that Skyridge press. It worked wonders against Westlake. Lone Peak able to break that initially. It leads to an open three here. That shot won't go, and it's rebounded by Shea Toole. She is one of the Skyridge Falcons we did not talk about in the open. She's got the ability to really shoot that ball from long range well, as she misses that drive, and Lone Peak with the rebound. Knights coming up the floor here with Nawahine. Now baseline, Woolston. She'll send out, extra pass, finds Nordstrom. Good ball movement here from Lone Peak on their second drive. Shawnee, the open three, that off the mark. And the rebound tracked down there by Blackham. Skyridge 2 games back atop this Region 4. They come in 4-2 in region play. Lone Peak at 6-0. This is a must-win for the Falcons, and then they'll need some help if they want a shot at a region title. Is a nice drive there put on by Tegan Gray, and the senior drawing the foul. We'll head to the line here with the Skyridge Falcons. First personal foul on Ika in the contest. First team foul as well for Lone Peak. Knights come into this one after a decisive win over Pleasant Grove as the first bucket, first point, first lead of the night, heading to the home side. That was a 72-47 victory for Lone Peak over Pleasant Grove. 1 for 2 on the trip, and it's rebounded by Lone Peak. That PG team has been one of the teams that has given Skyridge troubles this year. And a foul called here, baseline, is the blocking foul going to be called here on Blackham. First personal, Cambry. Inbounded to Woolston. Gets it back. Ika, she'll try from the corner. That won't go. Offensive board from Nawahine, and the first lead of the game heading to Lone Peak. Lone Peak, they've had a couple good looks from long range. Haven't been able to get those to go. Typically shoot pretty well from beyond the arc. Here's Gottberg, and a foul here called on Lone Peak. And for me, KJ Gottberg is one of those players that she's got some ability to be a problem for other teams. And you see even in this, her ability in the post to help create offense, get that ball moving as she hands this off. And it's a great take there by Blackham to the rim. And again, Skyridge with that pressure. Lone Peak able to handle it. And that one turned over. Nice double team on the collapse down, and Gray off and running here for the Falcons. Here's KJ. Oh, had it stripped away there by Tanuvasa. Regathered here by the Falcons. Off the glass. Danya Perkins with her first bucket of the contest. 5-2 the advantage here for Skyridge. Nordstrom gets it back. Sending this out. Pull up there from Nawahine, short, good job on the box out underneath, and Toole able to come and gather for the Falcons. Here's Blackham. Cambry will give it back. Chance here for Skyridge to get set up. Good start for the Falcons here at home. Toole gives it with Gottberg. Woolston defending KJ here. Gray on the drive, and boy, saw that hand come down right on the hip. And it will be, I think, free throws coming up here for the Falcons. They called the blocking foul there, so yeah, 2 free throws coming up here for Tegan Gray. And this is the kind of start that kind of had a sense Skyridge, they come out, get some stops, and kind of let it be known that this is going to be a bit of a fight tonight for Lone Peak. And they've done a nice job getting defensive stops, rebounds, kind of one and dones. And offensively, they've been able to find the bottom of the net here early on. 6-2, one more free throw here for Gray as Gottberg has come off the floor for Skyridge, and Belasica has checked in. 1 for 2 on that trip. Rebounded by the Knights. Also, Bartholomew in the contest now for Lone Peak as a drive here, and that one lost out. Skyridge basketball. In the paint. Too strong on the take there by Perkins. Secured by Lone Peak. You see Skyridge continuing with that pressure. 3 on the way from Nawahine. There's that first made triple for the Knights. Here's Toole inside. Blackham trying to work against Ika. That shot just short. Woolston able to track it down here for the Knights. The lob. Bartholomew too strong off the glass. It's a nice play though. Able to get that ball down the floor quickly, get a good look, just strong off of it. Skyridge balls. We're down to 3 minutes left here in our opening quarter. to the glass. 2 more here for Skyridge. Danya Perkins. If you joined us for that Westlake game here at Skyridge, you heard Coach Amy DeRay talk about how much she liked Danya's game, and she had a great game against Westlake. She's had a strong start here as we'll get another foul here picked up early on Blackham. I think her second. Substitutions here for Skyridge. Blackham, Toole, and Perkins all coming off the floor. Meanwhile, Eco will get a rest here for Lone Peak. We did have a bit of a clock issue there, so we're just going to let our clock sink. There's 2.5 on the clock here in the first as Bartholomew will give it back. Woolston, step back 3. That shot strong. Ball rebound and then taken away by Gray. She's got Sika up ahead. Bella off the glass. And right now, Skyridge doubling up Lone Peak here in the early going. 10-5 Falcons. There's Woolston in a double team. Tried to dribble that out off of Skyridge, and it's the Falcons coming away with it. I love how methodical Skyridge is being here. Rather than forcing a shot there, let's get the offense on the floor, get set up. Oh, high post for Gottberg, but was in a different spot than the ball is down the other way. Nordstrom able to score it off the turnover. That's one when you're playing the #1 team in the state. Cannot give up buckets like that. 10-7. Here's Arnell. Addie, the junior, back with Gray. Teagan gives it here to Hymas. Far side with Sika. Sika in the paint, high off the glass. Bella with another pair. I'll tell you, Bella Sika, just a freshman. She's going to be a youngster to keep an eye on the coming years as she gives Skyridge that 5-point lead right back. Timeout, Lone Peak. Skyridge with a strong start. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind, presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you by the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VU.
Thank the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group, the official mental performance coaches of Real Salt Lake, Utah State, and Weber State University. If you're looking to get better on the hardwood, in the classroom, in the boardroom, or at home, no one better to elevate your mental performance than Riley Jensen and his trusted network of mental performance coaches. To schedule time with Riley Jensen, visit rjpg.net. See what Lone Peak tries to run here. Again, Skyridge coming with that pressure. Woolston out with Ika. Kaylee will try the 3. Kaylee Woolston. I think her first field goal of the contest. It's a big one here for Lone Peak late in the first. Here's Arnell. Addie in traffic, dual possession. Great battle there by this Lone Peak defense. The arrow will keep it here. 11 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Got to get the ball in here. Hymas, hands off. Bella again, left it shallow, put back, fouled on the attempt, and it will be free throws coming up here for Skyridge. 2 seconds left on the clock, but a pair of free throws coming for Abby Hymas. That's a great follow there by the junior guard. First free throw here for Abby. One more here for Hymas. Strong. And that shot won't count. 13-10, Skyridge leads the #1 ranked and undefeated Lone Peak Knights. Start of the second quarter. It will be Lone Peak basketball. 13-10 Skyridge. Good start from this defense for the Falcons. Lone Peak offense trying to find its rhythm in this contest. There's Tanavasa. She'll try the three. How about Naya? It was square one up, and the contest tied at 13 apiece. Boy, I love that for Tanavasa, the sophomore. With a big three is Sika Strong on the take, rebounded there by the Knights. Into the corner. Nawahine Strong off the back of the rim. Got her own rebound. Ika traveled. Blackham's going to come back on the floor here for Skyridge. Again, has the two personals. Here's Gray. Oh, long three from Teagan straight away. That rimmed out. Wilson with the board. Lone Peak pushing tempo. Nordstrom sends out for Ika. Baseline drive, kicks to Woolston. Had Toole. But that one across the front of the rim and rebounded on the backside there by Skyridge. That's a good take there by Kaylee. So here's Blackham, other way for Skyridge. They can come over to defend Perkins there in the block. Now looking inside, Danya. The triple team collapsing down. Gray will try the three on the outlet, won't go. And Sika gathers the board. Bella, oh, a little hesitation, kicked it out. Toole, open. That shot won't go, rebounded by the Knights. Good possession there for Skyridge. Lone Peak pushing tempo. And count it. Nawahine able to score it through the contact, and a chance here at the three-point play. Well, 8-2 run here from Lone Peak. Nawahine at the line. Gets the bounce. Largest lead of the game here for Lone Peak. It's been a battle. Hymas. There's Blackham, the three. That rebound sent long, tapped in, but gathered there by Nawahine for Lone Peak. Ika sends to Woolston. Tanavasa, again the three. Tanavasa being that spark here for Lone Peak. Two made threes for her in the early going. That one tipped out by Woolston. It'll stay here. Woolston. Tanavasa, that one off the side of the backboard. I don't blame her. I'd take that shot too with how she shot the ball here early. Gray. Bartholomew does a nice job there of denying the entry for Gottberg. And Skyridge, that offense have found such good early success now, having to find a go-to. Cambry, that was deflected, but just on the end line there to stay here. It's a good effort from Bartholomew. As Nordstrom coming back on the floor here for Lone Peak. Here's Hymas. Trying to work around that screen. Hymas, tough take. And it's picked up by Nordstrom. Back to Shawnee. Skyridge trying to get that defense set here. Woolston. Looking to drive. Pull up from 12. Kaylee won't go. And that tapped out by Skyridge. It'll stay here. Been a tough start to the night for Kaylee as well. And a timeout here taken by Skyridge. Timeout Falcons. We're watching Game Night Live Rewind. And foul here on the inbound. Called on Nordstrom. Taken away. Three on the way, won't go. Last touch by Skyridge. Batted around, Bartholomew has it. The put back too strong. Gottberg had it for a moment, tapped out. It will go to the Falcons. Skyridge basketball. Batted around, taken away. Ika ahead. Tanavasa going to take it herself. 21-13, Lone Peak. Sent over. Three from Sika. That won't go. Tanavasa with the board. Batted around. And Ika coming up with it for Lone Peak. Her shot short. Bartholomew with a rebound, and then a traveling violation here called on Sarah. Substitution. Gray will come back on the floor here for Skyridge. 2 minutes and change. And just looked at my sheet. I don't believe Skyridge has scored in this second quarter. They led 13-10 after the first. It's an 11-0 Lone Peak second quarter as we're inside of 2 to go. Here's Toole, high post, sends it out. Perkins, that drive taken away by Nawahine, long three, and there's the first bucket of the second quarter for Skyridge. coming thanks to Tegan Gray. Straightaway 3. Skyridge back in that pressure. Ika, little pump fake. The floater in the lane won't go. Toole with the board. It's Gray. Skipped over. Woolston picks it off. She was baiting that the entire time. Ahead for Tanavasa. Naya again, credit the steal and assist to Woolston. Inside of a minute to go. 7-point lead here for the Knights. Perkins will try the 3. That shot in the wedge and gathered by Bartholomew. Nawahine. Now with Ika, extra pass to Tanavasa. Woolston from the corner, front of the rim. And it's Nawahine tracking it down for the Knights. Bartholomew inside for Kaylee. That won't go. Saved by Woolston. And now Lone Peak looking like, I could maybe just hold if we want it. Clock down to 10. In the corner, Woolston, the 3 rattles out, and Gottberg has it. With that, the quarter expires. 23-16, Lone Peak takes the lead at the break. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind, presented by Hadman Associates and brought to you by the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group. Start of the second half, Skyridge basketball. A 13-3 second quarter for the Knights. Gives Lone Peak the 7-point lead as we start the third. Skyridge coming out. That 3 won't go for Blackham. A good look there for Cambry. There's Lone Peak now quickly up the floor. Here's Ika. Nordstrom will try the 3. That won't go. Offensive board. Nawahine blocked away by Gottberg. It'll stay here as that went out of play. There's Woolston, maybe one of the more important stats of the night. Kaylee's not been to the line yet. A 94% free throw shooter on the year. I kind of half-heartedly joke with people that just give her 8 points to start because it feels like she does such a great job of getting to the line each game. But she hasn't gotten there tonight. This 3 from Gray is short. She called it as soon as it left her hand. Lone Peak up the floor. Ika for 3. And the lead now 10. This is that danger territory when you're playing Lone Peak. When they get some separation, very rarely do they let teams back in it. They've been in this zone a lot. Shifted over. Blackham gives to Perkins. And this is where the offense for Skyridge, they've got to find some answer because it has been tough. Gottberg, they haven't been able to get her the ball as they continue to try to front her. There's a throw to the backside, Blackham to the rim. That wouldn't go, deflected around, and Tanavasa has it. Now Ika on the run for Lone Peak. Straight down, drawing the contact, and now Ika gonna head to the line here for the Knights to shoot a pair. Man, when Lone Peak gets rolling, they start feeling confident, they get that lead. They are just a tough, tough team to try to fight back against. Ika's first free throw off the front of the rim, and Sika coming on now for Skyridge. Skyridge, a must-win game for the Falcons if they want a chance at a region title. As Ika goes 1 for 2 on the trip, Skyridge needs some help here on the inbound. Gray just able to hold that pivot. Sent over. Cambry the three, won't go. Ika the board and pushing tempo for Lone Peak. Nawahine from the corner, that won't go. Sika the board for Skyridge. Here's Gray. There it is to Gottberg inside. Count it! And one for KJ Gottberg. KJ's been trying to get that entry pass, and Lone Peak's done such a nice job against it. That time the quick ball movement, they're able to just find a bit of a seam, and Gottberg able to score it. She'll head to the line here. Free throw too strong. Point left at the line, trap here. Woolston has it, middle of the floor. And now Lone Peak. They run a set. Bartholomew, high post. Back to Nawahine. There is Sarah. Woolston trying to post up Blackham, couldn't do it. That one thrown away. The Skyridge defense gets an important stop here as Perkins now will come on the floor for Gottberg. Also substitution here for Lone Peak is Kaylee Rich coming on the floor maybe for the first time tonight. I don't know that I've called her name yet. Could have just missed it. There's Gray. High post, Sika, tough shot. Left it short, battled around for the rebound, and Rich comes away with it for Lone Peak. Double team on Ika, trying to pass out of it. Ball batted around, and Skyridge has it. Numbers for the Falcons. Cambry trying to step through, and she's fouled on the play. Blackham will head to the line here to shoot two. Foul here going to go on Ika. Be her second personal. First free throw here for Blackham won't go. One more. Hymas back on the floor here for Skyridge. Skyridge trying to stay with that pressure again here in the third. Did some good things for them in the first. Countdown on, 10-second violation. Well, the moment that ball goes backward, you kind of knew they might run up against it, and they did. Skyridge basketball. Chance here to cut it to 2 possessions. Toole. Worked over quickly to Hymas. Oh, good ball movement to get it to Sika. Tried to hand that one off to Perkins, but it's disrupted. It might have been Rich who got the deflection. Kaylee in the paint, the runner won't get over the front of the rim. Picked up there by Nawahine, count it, and one for Lone Peak. Tell you, sometimes it's not your night offensively. Kaylee right now has to feel like there's a lid on the rim, but Nawahine there to help pick up the junior leading scorer here for Lone Peak and get the offensive board and put back and the foul as it goes against Perkins, her second. Free throw won't go, and a loose ball foul here. Going to go on Woolston. She knew that immediately. I think the third there on Kaylee. 10-point difference. Tell you one thing, this Skyridge defense really coming into form. Perkins, tough shot, blocked by Rich. As they've held Lone Peak inside of 30 points here with just over 3 minutes to go in the third. Defense has done a nice job. Ika through the guts, and a timeout here going to be taken by Lone Peak. Timeout. Coach Warner, Lone Peak leading Skyridge 29-19.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I'm going to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Nice job that the Skyridge defense done. How about this Lone Peak defense? Gave up 13 points in the first quarter. Since that point, they've just given up the 6. Over 13 minutes of play. Skyridge now in a zone look. Trying to get that zone moving. Here's Nawahine looking inside for Rich. Some miscommunication on the play. It'll be Skyridge basketball. Blackham. Rich trying to deny that entry pass for Gottberg. All moving around the perimeter. Hymas. We got Sika right at that free throw line. They can't get it to her either. Back to Cambry. Cambry here. Sends out long three from Gray off the mark. Gottberg with the board, and she's fouled on the putback. That's one way to get it to your big. Let her go get an offensive board as KJ here will head to the line. Two free throws here for KJ. Off the back of the rim, and free throw shooting has not been the strongest part of Skyridge's game tonight. They've had several that they've left at the line. KJ gets the second. Certainly some missed opportunities. Here's Tanavasa, has Rich with her. Slow it up, Nawahine on the drive into Gottberg. Sends out, Nordstrom the three off the front of the rim. Offensive board from Tanavasa. We'll keep it here with the Knights. And Naya's done a great job tonight for Lone Peak. She's in the corner now, looking baseline here. Oh, how about that pass trying to find Nordstrom as a tie ball there, thanks to Sika. We'll keep it here with the arrow. As Hymas going to come back on the floor here for the Falcons. Boy, tough inbound to Nawahine. Rich gives it off. Tanavasa here, a little step back, 15-footer, won't go. Offensive board, Nawahine. And now we've got a whistle here. We've got a foul on the play. I wasn't certain if they were calling the foul or a travel as a player went to the floor. And inadvertent whistle, I believe. I think probably the right call there. I didn't think it was a travel and didn't know that I saw a ton of contact to justify a foul. Inbound goes back here with Nordstrom. Here's Tanavasa. Pull up from 12, Ika. Still in that zone, looking for Gottberg. Double team, oh, nice find to Toole. Love the unselfish play by KJ Gottberg. Recognized the double team, able to find Toole open in the paint. And Shea able to score it through the contact as Rich will come off the floor and Bartholomew comes on. That's the third personal on Nordstrom. As Woolston coming back on the floor here for Lone Peak as well. Free throw here from Shea, won't go. Batted around, Lone Peak with it. Inside of a minute to go. And Toole here going to be called for the foul. Lone Peak basketball. Nawahine, the three. Won't go, Woolston with the rebound. Nordstrom drive, Nawahine now, baseline, little pull up, won't go. Woolston with the offensive board through traffic. And we've got dual possession here. We'll give it to Skyridge. 29 seconds to go. Gray, Hymas to her right. Abby has it now. Skipped over and contact coming there as Rich was looking for that steal. And that will be the 6th team foul here on Lone Peak. No more fouls to give for the Knights. It'll stay here with, of course, it's, you know what, let's move on. 14 seconds to go. Clock down to 6. Gray. I don't know if she recognized the clock. Now she'll take the three, and that just off the mark, and the third quarter expires. 31-22, Lone Peak leading Skyridge. Watching Game Night Live Rewind presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you by the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group. Start of the fourth. Lone Peak basketball. Knights trailed for most of the first and have led since. Woolston, been an off night for her. Lone Peak has found offense through other sources. Here's Ika. Nawahine back up top. Making Skyridge here exert a lot of energy defensively inside Bartholomew. She'll send it out, Ika the three. Back of the rim, Gottberg with the clear. Skyridge not out of it, but the offense has to find some consistency over the remainder of these 7 minutes. Here's Toole. Back up with Blackham. Now Hymas to Gray. Toole, baseline three. Strong. Cleared by Nordstrom. And that one, right, hard contact there. They're saying clean contact as we'll get the whistle now. Foul here given to Gray. Her first, 4th team foul on Skyridge. There's Woolston. Ika looking for Shawnee. She's fouled on the take, and that might be on Perkins. It is. Fifth team foul, 3rd on Danya. There's 2 free throws here for Nordstrom. We're talking about Skyridge leaving some points at the line. Lone Peak. A couple, I don't know they've had quite as many as Skyridge tonight, but a miss there by Shawnee. She's got one more here. And she hits that. Lead again to 10. Blackham sends back. Perkins. That pass deflected by Woolston. Kaylee, we talked about, has not had her same offensive effectiveness. She's had some big rebounds, and how about a nice deflection there for this Lone Peak defense as Ika beating the defender off the dribble all the way to the rim. Largest lead of the contest here for the Knights. Perkins was backing Bartholomew down. Here's Sika. She goes right off the glass. Bella, good answer there for Skyridge. Nordstrom handling the pressure, sends out Nawahine the 3. That won't go. And a loose ball foul here going to be called underneath on Skyridge. Gray called with the foul. That was the 16th foul on Skyridge. So we're in bonus both ways. Nordstrom. Woolston. Rich looking for some help. We get with Ika. And Lone Peak throws one away. Timeout taken by Skyridge. 34-24 Knights. Blackham trying to attack. Loose ball, Toole, Woolston, dual possession. We'll stay here. Thrown in for Gottberg. To Toole, off the front of the rim. And a foul called here. And it will be Nawahine heading to the line here to shoot 1-1 for Lone Peak. Tanavasa going to come back on the floor here for the Knights. Her threes back in that second quarter really helped Lone Peak, felt like, to settle into this contest offensively. Nawahine here. 1-1, rims out. Blackham. She'll try the 3. Cambry able to hit the 3 for Skyridge, and the Falcons aren't done yet. Skyridge basketball. Sika coming on the floor here for the Falcons. We're one big shot away from things getting real interesting real quick. Here's Toole. Inside for Gottberg. Oh, left it short. That ball somehow thrown into the Skyridge bench. It'll be Lone Peak basketball. Timeout, Coach Warner. Timeout, Lone Peak. Night basketball is Skyridge defense trying to create a few more extra possessions. Nordstrom up with Tanavasa. There's Woolston, and we've got a foul here away from the basketball. No, it's called on Gray. So this will send Woolston to the line, I believe, for the first time tonight. We talked about what a great job Skyridge had done at not giving her these, and here late, Kaylee to draw the foul, and she'll have 1 and 1 here. It's, well, I'll wait on that comment. I was going to say 1 and 1 for Kaylee is essentially 2, so she just has to do the work on the first one. She does. The second one earned here for Woolston. Blackham trying to work here against Nawahine. Nice handoff to Toole. Tough reverse. Oh, how about the play by Shea Toole? Inside of 3 to go. Lone Peak dealing with that pressure. Tanavasa has it up the court. Oh, good find. Kick out. Tanavasa for 3. Won't go. Offensive board. Sent out. Here's Ika. Ika all the way to the rim. She's done a great job utilizing that speed tonight. She's had a couple of open drives that have been created off the bounce, and that's been a great advantage for this Lone Peak offense. They get it back to Perkins. And a timeout taken here by Skyridge. 2:06 to go. Lone Peak basketball. Inbound for Woolston, fouled there quickly. Skyridge, you don't have a lot of other choices at this point. You got to get the basketball back, got to be aggressive defensively, and if you're Lone Peak, you got one of the country's best free throw shooters. So get 11 the basketball, let her go down and hit 2. This is the last 1-and-1 opportunity here for Lone Peak. Tanavasa coming back on the floor for the Knights. Woolston 2 for 2. There's Hymas. Over with Blackham, long 3. Cambry won't go. Toole has it here for the Falcons. Looking for an outlet. Stolen away by Kaylee. Gives it to Ika. Up the floor, Tanavasa. Blocked away by Woolston. Behind the back. Kaylee. Up ahead, give it back. Woolston started it and finishes it. Blackham won't go, ball out of play. Will go to Lone Peak. Just over 1 minute left. Valiant effort tonight from the Falcons, but at this point I think everyone probably knowing the eventual outcome is Lone Peak has to have another gritty contest against this Skyridge roster. Ika out to Tanavasa, and there's the foul given. 2 free throws coming up here for Naya. Tanavasa on the first, good. One for 2. Free throws coming up here for Tegan Gray, 1-on-1 opportunity, as that was the 7th team foul. Missed it. Tool nearly with the steal. Found its way to Woolston. Ika gives that off. Here's Kaylee. Now Nawahines, we're inside of 30 seconds. Pressure coming, able to get rid of it. Woolston. Foul given here by Blackham. That's going to be the 5th. Cambry is fouled out. There with 19 seconds left. Ika here shooting 2. Ika on the trip. 1 for 2. Inside, Tegan Gray with the pair. Ika has it here for Lone Peak, and the contest will come to a conclusion. 46-33, Lone Peak able to improve to 16-0 as they remain undefeated atop Region 4. Thanks to the 46-33 victory over Skyridge. For Tino Psyche, my name is Dave Stewart. Thanks for joining us here on Game 9 Live Rewind, presented by Hyde & Associates.